Greetings, welcome to LXF. We're back with more Satisfactory, and today we're going to be working on, well, cable wire things, and then venturing off and finding a good location to set up a turbo motor factory. So yeah, without further ado, let's go over to our ad spot, and then we'll jump right in over to studio, shall we? Bricker Print's your place for custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts. If you like what I do, you definitely like what he does. He does custom stickers for my mocks and all other creators' mocks. Make sure you come out, www.brickers.com, take a look around, support me, and yeah, enjoy that. And let's go over to Satisfactory, shall we? Alright, so I guess first things first, I need to find an area to place down a blueprint doohickey. Again, actually back here is probably pretty open. Yeah, back here. Just put a blueprint designer thingy back here. And we'll throw together a cable thing. One thing I want to do, though, I need to head back over here real quick. So I want to see what a Mark III miner on this copper node will do. I'm curious. Let's get rid of that. I'm just gonna let that process through and clean up. Okay, so production miner Mark III. Wow, okay, so that requires like a lot of things that I only kind of have. Only 120. Eh? Okay, well, I guess let's go find Chris Terry. Hey, welcome. I guess let's go find out what 120. That's actually not that much, honestly. Hold on, just for my sanity. Does a Mark II miner just do the same thing, or like does it not matter? What's the benefit of having Mark III over just a Mark II? Ah, there is a benefit. Okay, okay. Mark III it is then. You can have your copper back. Thank you. Alright, we have 120 ore to work with. And we gotta create kind of a modular... I want to create a modular system to deal with the 120 ore. So that way we can always slap it down if we need to. Which, that will be 4 furnaces. Okay, or 4 smelters, sorry. Okay, we do have this nice grid, so let's take advantage of it. Sort of. I guess I need to move these a little more forward. So that at least we can use these splitters and stuff. Okay. I mean, I think that's probably pretty fine. Copper ingots, 30, yeah. So that's 60. So it will be 120 between the two. Alright. Splitter. Conveyor splitter. I mean, we can probably move back the smelters pretty well. Hopefully that's centered. That is... Is it centered? Yeah, it's definitely centered. Okay. Here's splitter. Put another one right there. Honestly, yeah, I'm just gonna... Shouldn't dismantle, yeah, the blueprint thing. They have program safety systems just in case. H, let's lock that hologram. Huh, yeah. Works. Time to spaz out the other ones. Alright, logistics, conveyor belt Mark III. Here we go. Straight in, straight across, straight across. Try and make this as neat as we possibly can, since this is a modular system. Okay, so 120 copper ingots. A last one. There we go. All right, so 120 copper ingots needs to get doubled out into a bunch of constructors. So it'd make most sense to put a conveyor splitter. I can put it right there. Right out the gate. Production constructor. Each one technically needs 2 constructors. I hope that can kind of go into it. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's more or less perfect. So let's just duplicate that over here. We can even scoot that back technically. It's fine. Or, I guess we'll find out if it's fine. Okay, so we have 2 constructors right there. Good. How will we put space for the 2 constructors for the outside ones? That's kind of the, I guess the $1 million question right there. Production constructor. Yeah, no, that can't go right there. So I guess it just goes up. That's probably the best answer, honestly. Let's go ahead. Oop, I don't have zoop mode on. Guess we just build up real quick. Add a another floor to this system, following our usual layup of the walls. Oh, are those inside? No, they're not. Just looks weird from this angle. Okay, this one now. Oh. 5, thank you. And you now. 5, thank you. You know what? I can probably do some funky stuff. A little bit. Yeah, no, I think I could take advantage of this. Yeah, okay, so production constructor. You know what? Let's put that constructor there. So these will be the bottom layers, 2 constructors for cable. We can put a logistics conveyor merger on this guy. And kind of do a little flip-flop of the same thing. This guy can wrap around. Here, you connect there. And I guess... I would like it if you didn't. I guess you have to. Actually, be more nicely square about the conveyors. There we go. Yeah. These guys right here will do wire. Go ahead and slap down a bunch of wire. There we go. Okay, and then these guys will do cable, because it takes 60 wire. Each of those does 30 wire per minute. And that will perfectly organize into this. Logistics merger. Pointed outwards as our output. There we go. Now for the fun part up top here. First, I think we want a lift to bring the conveyor kind of close to the ceiling. I think that'll be kind of the best way to do it. Okay, bring that close to the ceiling, bring it up about there. And from there, it'll transition to actually being on top. And then we can work out the rest of the constructors to make a cable or the wire than the cable. Okay, so we have you come out. Production, constructor. Ah, that actually like perfectly goes into the constructors. That's helpful. Okay, so we have those come together like that. And then I guess almost exactly how we have it happening out here. Phase 2 of our cable constructors going inwards, and then that can simply link up with that. And that should be more or less everything. Okay, so let's go back here, splitter. Oop. That's where that needs to be. That's where that needs to be, alright. Problemo. Yep, that's gonna be awkward. Oop, that's Mark 2. Mark 3, please, thank you. We'll just do this. So at least it keeps things sorta nicely square. The last thing we have to do before saving this blueprint is just wiring everything up. So it gets power. And we can save and take it on over to our system. Or the place we want to plop it down into. Okay, I think that'll be fine. Even still, it wants to like, whoa! Also pop out so far. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a way around that, actually. Even if I went backwards, I don't think I can get it to... Yeah, no. It's just too close together. Alright, anyways. Merger. Mark 3 inwards, Mark 3 inwards. Take that all the way there. Is this even... Oh. Perfect. Get rid of that. There we go. That should more or less flow perfectly. Alright, so now it's just a matter of setting up the crafting recipes. Cable, this is wire. And then we just gotta set up power distribution, which shouldn't be too difficult. We want to set up power distribution via the rear here. Foundations, half foundation. Hit around, thank you. Power Mark 2. That's the middle. Outfall Mark 1. 1. Okay, that should go there. These two can connect there. That's basically perfectly full. I'm pretty happy with that. Down below here, where's the wire? Okay, wire connector for these guys is right here. I may actually have to put down some... okay, I'll have just... Oh, that's kind of a problem, actually. I only have 1 point left. Yeah, okay. We're gonna get rid of these guys real quick. Wall outlet. Okay. We're gonna put one right there. And one right there. And basically that will allow me to have a little bit more connection points that I need on here. Just dividing it like that. Okay, good. Yep, we have plenty. Alright, sweet. Bring this forward, probably about there-ish. This might need a Mark II upgrade. Yes, that definitely needs a Mark II upgrade. Just to power all of that. And then one more. Just a little bit forward here. For you. And for you. Alright, so that should be all of that wired out. Means we just gotta plug in the ore into that, and it'll plug in the cables on the other end. Huzzah! Actually, I think I should hear about Mark V, this top part. Or even the outputs, basically. Just make it so, like, as soon as they're done processing the cable, it just gets immediately spit out. And that'll output 120 cable per minute, which hopefully will be a lot more healthier for that system. Anyways, where is the blueprint manager thing? Here it is. Okay, new blueprint. No. We want 120 cable. Select icon, parts. Where's cable at? Did I already scroll past it? I had to have. It was like right. Yeah, it was right there. It's right in the beginning. Can I get a yellow? Feels like green. That yellowish. Sure, we'll go with like almost like the straw color. All right, that's good enough. Okay, set directory. Yep, add that to there. 120 cable. Save blueprint. Okay, blueprint saved. All right. So now I should be able to plop this down. Okay, I need to make a 5x5 platform to plop that down. So I guess without further ado, let's just rip this down. And make a 5x5 platform. I mean, I can even make a... Nah, it needs to be stilted if it is down there. Alright, well, let's have fun here. Destruction! Try not to hit the train tracks. Please. I hit the train tracks. Gosh dang it. Try this again without hitting the train tracks. That would be the best if I just didn't hit the train tracks. There's 50. Dismantle. And go at it again. Okay, I can probably do this without needing the train tracks. Just hit all of that. Thank you. And yeah, there's just a few last pieces left. And there we go. I think I will put it down here. Yeah, like I said, it needs to be like up on stilts, more or less. Just so, because there's a road here. So it would be nice if I could keep it kind of high. Just off the road. Oh, that's still on vertical. Okay, 3. No, this probably needs to go down lower, honestly. Hopefully just 2 meter, 8, I think that's 8 meters tall. Okay, let's just put foundation here. Okay, 5. Oop. By 5, please. Yeah, I think I can still drive my vehicle underneath that if I need to get through here. Zoop mode, kind of across there. Across there. There we go. Now it looks like it's supported. Okay, perfect. Now it's just a matter of slapping down the blueprint. Okay, so where is my input? My input is right there. So yeah, we want this to face this way. H-lock hologram. Okay, we just need to nudge it a little bit, like that. I'll have to change the conveyor routing. No problem. Yeah, I think that's more or less on there. Whoop. Perfect. All right. Start powering things up here. To that one, please. Logistics, Mark III. I need to bring that up. And out we go. All right, so that shall be powered up. Sweet. And, oh wait, I gotta get rid of this conveyor line. So I need to reroute it to over there so we can plug it in. Oh, and this might be another very late forewarning, but I am still unwell. We'll see how long I last here. Feeling kind of more alright today than I was yesterday, but yeah, let's not say too much before things crumble. Getting poisoned. I think I'm just gonna blow this whole place up. There we go. That cleared the way a little bit. Ooh, weaving it through the porals here a little bit. All right. Oh, there goes an absolute spaz out of cable. Wow, that stocked up real fast, didn't it? It's still going. Okay, now it emptied out. Oh! Don't get hit by the train. Alright. So that should take care of cable. More or less. 50-50 on taking care of cable. And that's just absolutely flooding out to here, which is great. That's what this system needed. Why did it take you a hot minute? I guess it kind of took you a minute to update. Figure out you have cable now. Well, then you have, like, plenty of cable. I guess that just means it goes off and gets ground up, which is perfectly fine. Oh, you need quick wire now. Okay, well, quick wire is being shipped in, so you should be getting the quick wire that you need. Hopefully no problem. Yeah. Oh, and the quick wire just ran out. Okay, well, it's hopefully more efficient than it was. We'll see. Anyways, I guess without further ado... Wow, I have a lot of junk in my inventory. I like, yeah, let's, nope, that's full. What about this? What about that? I feel like a lot of this other junk I can kind of also just get rid of. Inventory, it needs to be cleared. So let's do that real quick before we run away from here to go see if we can't find a good location for a turbo motor factory. Squishy still alive? Squishy still alive. Okay, where do I have? Ah, right over here. Went right past it. Okay, I don't need rubber, plastics, that, any of this nonsense, all that can go away. This can go away, that can go away. Concrete, sure. I really need to drop more animal parts off at the, main base when I head past it. Sure, let's just get rid of most of that. Computers we can get rid of, motors we can get rid of. It's all points in the end. Yeah, because that's expensive. That's expensive. Some of this other stuff is kind of expensive, so... Yeah. Alright. Alright, my inventory's now clean. Yep. Okay. Let's go to main base real quick, and then from main base, we'll try and figure out where we're going to head off for turbo motors. Because turbo motors do need oil deposit, bauxite deposit, and a few other things. There's one area I can think of, but I'll kind of, I guess, talk about that in un momento time. We will head back to main base, drop off the animal parts for DNA, and then we can figure out what we want to do. What we want to do, where we want to go. So we need oil, we need bauxite, then we probably need like crap tons of iron. Iron and copper. Depending on how much turbo motors we want to spit out. So it'll definitely be a process of working backwards. He thinks. Oop. Oop, 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 oop. I'm falling. Alright, there's main base up ahead of us. I think is there still one more research actually that we can conduct as well? I think there might be. Alright, we are back here. I want to drop off animal parts real quick. Those are probably still Mark 1 conveyors. Okay, hog. We have nothing for hatchers. Have a ton of that. And we have a ton of that. Alright, how are we doing on DNA, honestly? Oh, we have tons of DNA. Alright. No problemo. That's a lot. Okay, what do we have for research? Particle enrichment. Okay, so this is where we get the particle accelerators, copper powder, a lot. Nitric acid. Okay, so there's gonna be like a lot of... We need to go back up to the nuclear place and do a lot of factory enlargement for this. Okay. So we're just here right now. we're just here. What is that? Oh, we're almost done with phase 3. Probably a good 2 more weeks of that, and then whatever Phase 4 has. Tier 9. Anyways, okay. So, what I'm thinking is, I think it's right here, is a starting location. So there's iron here. I know there's oil right up here. Only thing I'm trying to remember is if there's bauxite like right nearby. Because if there's bauxite right nearby, it should be pretty easy to just set up our turbo motor factory at technically what would be the forest spawn location for a forest base, right there. The other thing I'm thinking is to potentially take advantage of probably this zone area over here, because we have bauxite, we have oil, we can build pipelines or conveyors maybe out into the desert or something. Like we have the technology in the space. The only thing is actually, I'm just my brain is going back and forth because it's like the desert probably wouldn't be the worst place to actually do it. The forest is hugely vertical, which I would add a lot of challenges into it. I mean, not with drones. We could definitely do a lot of drones for transporting items and goods up and down various levels. Right over our poor birdie. But I think there's a lot of cats. Methinks the desert is probably the more advantageous location for several reasons. Okay, can I head out there? Let's see if we can't find some geysers to set up radio tower out there real quick. Kinda. So that way we have on our map a good view of what's out there. I guess if we need to, we can always run power lines on out. That could be a thing too. I do think the desert would be a better location for the turbo motor factory. Just have to figure out what all needs what steps and processes everything needs. It will be, oh buddy. It's always fun trying to get into this desert because of this hilly area right here. Alright, here we are. Question. Where's the nearest geyser? Because we do have, I think, quite a few iron pockets right around here. Okay, geyser. I think there's some up here. Okay, detected those. Yes, yes. Okay, there's some geysers over there, and there's some geysers way out there. I think the geysers out there would be the ones to head for, because I do believe that should be far enough out for the radio tower to get pretty full coverage. I want to say pretty full coverage, honestly. Where's the main road at? Oh, it's right here. So it's up and over top. I think we can kind of find our way through here. And is it down right over here? That would be, yes. Yep, there it is, right there. All right, perfect. Throw generator. Go ahead and throw those down. Can't quite reach that geyser. Only 2 here? Looks like it. Oh, that's a problem. Ouchies. And take this. I want to take this up top, honestly. I think putting our radio tower up top here would be the best bet. Okay, let's just do one little power storage unit, because this is not going to get connected up to our main grid for a hot minute. That's fine. Shit, no, it's not. It's in organization. Ah, there it is. I think I want to put it up over here. Would be perfect. A little bit more power. Grab that. That to there. All right, what do we got? Dang it, I am not close. Oh yeah, there's the uranium deposit. I am not close enough to this stuff. I do know there's some geysers out here. There's that radio tower down there. Hey. I guess we could go put a radio tower on the geysers that are like, I think around this pool of water? Or are they over here more? Come on. Ah, they're on that pool of water. Alright. We can head over there. Slap down another radio tower. That should actually give me pretty darn good coverage of this desert. So we got the barrel nuts, dang it. Keep wiping out the barrel nuts. Alright. I think I'm heading in the correct direction. Could be wrong. Oop, bumped in that. Okay, so there's a large water source, which means that I'm gonna have to probably abandon my vehicle and go flying. Yeah. Whoops. Come on. Stop. Brakes. Brakes. Good lord. So, geothermals are up atop here. Okay, they're a little further away. It was almost there. Ah, there's a lot of cats in here up there. And there's some more iron deposits and stuff littered around there. Ah, here we go. Generators. Rotate you that way. Rotate you that way. Try not to disturb the hatchers real quick. Storage. Okay, and then organization or radio tower. This one I kind of want to build more out over here. So hopefully that will cover the zone I'm trying to cover. Wire's too long. Okay, dang it. Alright. Ah, yep, there it covers it. I think just barely. I think there's some more stuff out here, but whatever. Okay, we have Sam over here. Oh, there's another geothermal geyser up there. Probably wouldn't be hard to run a because we have the big power line over here. Grab an extension off of it and run it up through here. We have Caterham. We have a lot of other stuff. This is a huge flat area, though. I kind of just want to work on that area. for making the turbo motors, honestly. Let's head back to the central location. Is that a hard drive I don't have? There's a hatcher nearby. Oh, there's a lot of materials on the ground, so yeah, that would be one I don't have. Take care of these hatchers. You have taken damage. Is there one more of you? No, there's not. Okay, good. Thank goodness. These are fairly basic materials, so this is probably not a high level drop pod. Yep. It's a free one. Sweet. I should probably be running MAM research. Almost forgot the iron sheets, or iron plates. Okay, now that should be everything. Yeah, alright. I think we've gotten this one before. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, we have. Alright. I guess without further ado, we have this big, wide, flat area here, which is perfect for building out our, well, new desert base. I'd like the feet to be kind of sunk into the ground. Come here. Level out. There we go. Gonna put down a couple of these just so we can get started on turbo motors. And that all laid out. Alright. So, nope, not this one. Oh, please, parts. Turbo motor. Oh, buddy. I guess the nice thing is, at least with some of this, is that we could easily probably bring in a lot of this material. Shouldn't be hard to produce some of this on site. 1.875 per minute. I would like a better recipe than that. What is this? Alternate radio control unit. Oh, hello. Requires heat sinks instead. Interesting. You know what? I will take that reward. Thank you very much. Scan the next hard drive, please. Oh, there's a summer sleep up there. I kind of want that real quick. I'm distracted. Nice thing too is there's also a lot of slugs out here I haven't really collected. Like there's a blue one up there. Okay, so what assembles a turbo motor? Manufacturer. Production, manufacturer. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys kind of take up a little bit more. Just your normal block of space. Turbo motor. 0.8. 0.75 per minute. I do think it would be great to have a dedicated manufacturing process for this. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a crafting bench. That's what I'm looking for. That I can make some more power shards. Well, almost about time to start running around and finding slugs again. Okay, just so I'm curious. 3.75. So like with 2 turbos, 3.75, like that's a decent number. Let's see here. I just want to bring up my calculator for a moment. 3.75 divided by 1.875. It's 2. Okay, so technically 2 of these factories equal 3.75. 3.75 times 2 equals 7.5 per minute. So if we did 4 of these factories then? Yeah. Wait, no, that's 3.75. $1.875 times 8. Yeah, it'd be 8 for 15. It's 4 point. I don't think there's any in between that I can get. Yeah, no. So it has to be 8. So I have to put down 8 of these manufacturers if I want to produce an even 15 of these guys. I feel like it's time for another blueprint module. Because I would like a distribution system. If I partially overlapping a blueprint designer. I know, but like it would be so nice if I wasn't overlapping. Yes, because we can't really figure this out without it overlapping, can we? Can we? Wait a second. Is that even like centered? Yeah, it's centered there. Partially overlapping blueprint designer. Yeah, so technically that's in there like that. Yeah, no. Running into all kinds of trouble. See, now if I could compact 4 of these together in such a way, like that would be kind of fantastic. And do a manifold around them. So I suspect that the manifold probably needs to be fairly big. One problem, though, too, is that, like, yeah, the conveyors can't go in here, really. I need a bigger blueprint machine. That's what I need. I need a bigger blueprint thing so I can lay out. I guess we can lay it out via one side. So, like, we had... Nope, that one's flat. No, it really has to be fairly thick, doesn't it? For each one, it has to be fairly thick, and it goes even taller each time. I think it's like that. You have to go 2 each time. So 1, and then 2 up. Yeah. I don't think... Can I get you to connect to the lower one? Definitely not. I can't... Yeah, I think I'll just do the 2 high ones. All that. Get rid of that. So, like... At least that division of conveyors... Conveyor splitter... does kind of well. Yeah, I'll have to bring conveyors right to the middle. And then we just need a giant layer of them. Doing probably only Mark III, honestly. Mark III everything. Because at least with this, should be able to kind of get a whole... Yeah, no. With this, we can definitely divide our 2 manifolds by... or get 8 out of here. Sorry. My brain cells are not all here at the moment. Being sick as a pits. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. There we go. You know what? I probably have to put in these conveyor lifts in on their own. I'll just kind of save this manifold design. Little tree tier manifold design. So then I can at least plop it down. Yep. All right. Huh. That's strange. That is invisible. Anyways, well, by 4 manufacture, old, there we go. I can spell, I swear. I don't think I did spell right. Oh, that is not what I want. Where is manufacturer at? Select icon, select color. I feel like manufacturers are usually like a reddish. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Save blueprint. Alright. Then we can come over here and try and start laying out manufacturers. I feel like I need to push them this way, probably would be the best way to go about it. Can't do that. Come on. Find your alignment, please. Okay, fine. I will... There we go. H to lock hologram. Oh, it's upset because there's a little bit of quartz in the way? Okay, well, that clears it, but I have to go... Where's this iron ore? It's iron ore. Alright, let's get rid of this. It's obviously it'll be in my way. Hologram, nudge it my way. Boop. Perfect. You love how all the materials kind of like spaz out of me. Here we go. Alright. Now we can start laying up the manufacturers. On a 5x5 grid, they were laid out to the maximum edge. I don't want to keep... Actually... Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, that should be... No, we'll scoot him back, too. Out there. Logistics Mark III, put that there. And then I should be able to put this manifold on fairly easily. Lock hologram. Oh yeah. That is in. Sweet. Okay. So then laying up the other 4 manufactories should be kind of a cakewalk. Yep. That's the other one right there. That's a line 2, so yeah, that is exactly how we need that to go. It's pretty good, actually. Okay, so this is not aligned, now it's aligned. I believe that is the alignment that I need for it. It's just kind of behind the way. It needs to go nudge back one more. Okay, that seems even. Let's try it. Yep, that's it. Sweet. And then one last production, manufacturer. Actually, did I? Is it conveyor belts I need? Okay, yeah, I do have the inputs correct. Huh. That's good that this isn't backwards. Because, yeah, I think, yeah, we'll definitely have to add a little extension on that side. And then basically put another set of 8 manufacturers on the other side. Production, manufacturer, get this last guy down. H to lock hologram. I'll make sure it's aligned and place. All right, sweet. So, okay, so the only thing I need to do is when it comes to these conveyors. Oh, we should have them merge out this direction. It would be so much more nicer to have a giant blueprint thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to have this guy actually circle basically all the way around. Splitter? No, I need a merger. Yeah, we'll have full output on that end. So yeah, that'll go all the way around there and do its thing. Perfect. Yep, I like that because that'll keep the other lane clear. Perfect. Yeah, then basically this one can just head straight out. Stop rotating that way. I'll just do a little bit of a conveyor. There we go. At least we have that little bit. Cool. And that'll leave this middle channel open for what other conveyors we need to put through it. So without further ado, we just need to basically make a duplicate of that whole thing over here. I feel like that fits on a 5x5 base. Oh, come on. Line up. H. I need to nudge it. Yep, I do. Oh, it does overlap. Alright, feign. Each, get rid of the overlap. Good. Each, and I just gotta make sure it's. Oop, nope. Not aligned. Oop, that's not. What are you doing? Wait. Wait, you were never connected in the first place? What? Straight. There we go. Wait, no, that's... Oh, it's still off by like a whole block. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's do it the other way here. I need to get on this end then. Come on. There we go. Looks like I need to extend the feet a little bit. Getting into a low spot here. Perfect. Alright, I'm just going to run around and zoop. Nope, zoop mode would be much more better. That foot's at least on solid foundation. And then the big frame in the middle also needs to be verticalized. There we go. Perfect. All right, production, manufacturer. Gotta place down the first one. Somewhere over here. Is that exactly how I did that over here? Or did I lay it up to the halfway line? Okay, wait, laid it up to the halfway line. Let's go over that way. Ah, crap. I accidentally hit a button. Two. I think that's more or less aligned how it should be. It's inside. It's just over. Oh, it is overlapping. Okay, never mind. It is to the outside edge. All right. This one's just overlapping on this side. All right. Well, that's a line now. So blueprint. No, not blueprint. Blueprint. Manifold. We want the inputs to be on this side. I don't think that's even a line. No. Now it is. Manufacturers. Let's get the manufacturers aligned here. Okay, so that's aligned. Back behind the line though, and we're perfect. Okay, well that's not aligned. We're basically back behind the line, right? Yeah, okay. And without further ado, plop it down like that. Now for all the conveyor lifts. Oh, what? Oh, you're not placed correctly. Okay, now I think you're placed correctly. Right, mark 3s. Plug in all that. And then there's one a little bit more conveyor work we got to do on the outside here. Logistics, mergers. Feel like, did I mess up a little bit? I feel like I had a lot more space on the back end. Yeah. Yeah, I did have a lot more space on the back end. Yeah, I put it right up against the back end. No. Well, that's annoying. I gotta rip this all down and get it relayed out so that everything is nice, but I think we'll do that next time. I'm starting to fade out and feel kind of poopy again. Ugh, not so great. I don't like that. It's just like you slowly slump down. I can feel my body slumping. So without further ado, sorry for the shorter stream, but gotta make sure I get healthy and don't overdo things. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. Go rest. We at least complete the wire thing. We've started the whole turbo motor thing. We'll have to correct some things, do some other stuff. But anyways, I guess without further ado, I do hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I guess I'll see you all again next time. Stay healthy and, well, stay well. Enjoy the rest of your day / evening, depending where you are in the world. And yeah, take care and yeah, bye bye.